You can't have a slow burn without reciprocity. For a slow burn to work, both people need to be showing up and be as heart-centered as possible. Both people need to have the capacity and intentionality to really pace themselves, yes, but also make sure that they're consistently building momentum and depth in the connection. This means both people are reaching out to each other and not letting the burden of communication and that emotional depth fall on any one person in particular. It means showing up with genuine interest about wanting to get to know the person sitting across from you. It also means having the capacity to be in touch with your own wants and needs and being able to communicate those. It also means being comfortable in sharing the more shadowy aspects of yourself. This isn't trauma dumping. This is after building trust and knowing that this other person is a safe space and making sure you're both cultivating that, sharing different aspects of yourself that maybe you have a difficult time with. That builds connection, sharing your hopes and dreams, yes, but also your fears and pains. I had this experience a couple of months ago at the beginning of summer where it was an opportunity to have a slow burn intentional relationship. What I didn't realize at the time was that I have fearful avoidant or disorganized attachment style maladaptive behaviors and thinking patterns. So after 7 weeks, I ended things because my nervous system was in complete turmoil, and I took this to mean that this person just wasn't right for me. I regretted it, did a lot of work on myself, reached out about a month later, but it was too late. They had moved on and didn't feel right for them anymore. Totally fair. But I held that against myself for the longest time. And it's not until recently where I'm able to look back with a clearer mind and clearer heart that yes, all of that about me is true. And I do regret that that's something that I was experiencing. It is what it is. I'm learning and growing. But what I've now also been able to realize with clarity and distance is that part of what was triggering that maladaptive behavior in me was a lack of emotional depth and reciprocity. The burden and responsibility of driving conversation and interactions and trying to get deeper fell on my shoulders. Yes, she was interested. Yes, she was showing up. But after 7 weeks, it really didn't feel like we were getting deeper or really building momentum with each other, despite all of my attempts. So among the many learnings I got from that experience and the subsequent weeks and months of deep work on myself, a big one when it comes to slow burn relationships is that, yes, you can go slow, but within that pacing, there needs to be a continuing build of momentum and depth and emotional connection, which only comes if both people show up with the capacity and intentionality to do so.